Hello to Words Have Power Murder Hour. My name is Shelly. So today we're going to be talking about red flags. So I think that red flags and gut instinct kind of go together. They're almost the same thing. And really, they are the same thing. But if you are dating someone or you're in a relationship and you just have an uneasy feeling, or someone's either pushing at your boundaries and limitations, or they're just steamrolling over them and ignoring them. And let's say they put your hand on your thigh, right? You're not comfortable with that. You don't know them like that, but they're doing it anyway. Don't be polite about it. Tell them not to do that. And if they persist, then stop talking to them. You don't have to allow anyone in your life that you don't want in your life. I'm going to quote a rather well-known podcast right now. I've been saying this for years, and it's true. Fuck politeness. Seriously. If somebody is going to stomp all over your personal boundaries and limitations from the very beginning, it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. So it doesn't matter if this is a coworker, if this is a friend, if this is a family member, if this is just someone you're dating, anyone who does not respect your no, you saying no, fuck politeness. I hope that my favorite murderer, I hope they don't mind me saying that, but it's so extremely important. All too often, women in particular, it's like we're raised to be doormats. We all collectively need to start doing the exact opposite and saying no. Just no. You don't get to touch me without my permission. You don't get to come up to me and talk to me without my permission. You don't get to demand my phone number. You don't get to yell at me to smile. You don't get to demand that I take a drink I don't want. That I saw recently, there's a thing on Facebook about that. Such a good point. Just fucking no. And yes, there will be cussing occasionally in these episodes because it's so important. If someone's gonna stomp over your boundaries about the little things, then they're gonna just steamroll over all of your boundaries in general. The more you get into any kind of relationship with them or spend more time with them. Now, if you're in a workplace, well, that depends, right? If it's a small mom and pop type thing, it could be the boss who's doing it. It could be, I've heard of waitresses dealing with owners or chefs or who knows who, who, will do the typical grabbing your ass or whatever. Well, what do you do in that situation? If it's more of a corporate type thing, then you can go to HR. But even then, that's internal investigation. Are they going to err on the side of looking out for themselves, or are they going to err on the side of looking out for you? Chances are they're going to err on the side of looking out for themselves, really. So, but us women, we have something really, really powerful that we can do. And that is we can go to the public and let everyone know what's going on, right? The whole Me Too movement happened for a reason, and I think it was a really good thing to talk about how women are treated in the workplace, how women are treated in private, how we're treated just in general. We shouldn't have to worry about these things. It shouldn't be a concern that that we should have to push aside our own feelings to the point that we devalue ourselves. That shouldn't even be a thing. Period, point blank. So, in any situation you're in, if you're seeing red flag of some kind, listen to it. Listen to it. Pay attention to it. Don't brush it under a rug. Don't push it off to the side and say, "Oh, that's nothing." If there are rumors about someone you're dating, listen. Take it seriously. If God, there are so many things, so many situations, but let's just talk about dating right now, right? So if you're dating someone, let's say you have a personal boundary of you don't want to date someone who drinks and drives, and someone shows up for a date with you drunk and they've been driving. Well, that's a personal boundary and limitation. Bye, boy, bye. Yeah, I love that song by Beyonce. Put your middle fingers up. I ain't thinking about you. That's beautiful. Boy, bye. Just let that be your personal motto. If there's a personal boundary and limitation of yours, and someone, man, woman, it doesn't matter, um, stomps all over your personal boundaries and limitations, bye. Just bye. Because it's not going to get better. They're only going to continue to do that, right? Do you deserve that? You don't deserve that, baby. Baby. You don't have to put up with that shit. I'm just breaking it down, keeping it real. You do not have to put up with that. And I'm really tired of seeing women feel like they have to. You don't, nor should you. And if somebody wants to call you a bitch for that, okay. Somebody calls me a bitch, yes, and I'm not even worried about it. Why should I be? Trying to insult me because I have personal boundaries and limitations as a human being who is sentient and can think for myself, how is that a problem? Why should I feel insulted? Just saying. You, as a woman, have value, and you have every right to value yourself. And there's nothing wrong with you saying, I'm not going to be with someone in any capacity who treats me disrespectfully. I hope y'all can agree with me on that. So it's going to be a quick episode because really gut instinct and red flags, it all like merges. That's like kind of the same thing, really, when you think about it. If at least in my mind. But so don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that stuff, share, everything else. I appreciate every little bit of that, like deeply. Because I'm really I'm really trying to start something here, especially comment. Let's get some dialogue going. Let's start talking about these things because all those little girls out there, all those little boys out there, all those little ones out there, they're watching what we are doing. Whether you like it or not, you're a role model. So what kind of lives do we want them to have? Do we want lives for them where they feel like their personal boundaries and limitations are respected and they have bodily autonomy and they can live their life the way they want to live their life? I mean, that's what I want for them. And that's a large part of the reason I'm doing this for children, for you. I've seen too many people hurt and whatnot I'm hoping that through doing these videos, I can help to bring about something positive. That is the whole point of this.